Hola. Hola. How are we all doing tonight? Hell yeah. It's D&D. I love it. I still think it's ridiculous that they decided to let him go because he was too adamant about that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I was gonna say unfortunately, and then I remembered the type of books I read.
She said she was going to say unfortunately, and then she remembered what kind of books she reads. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that that's realism. Working my ass off. Well, I think he should, suck your balls. Ha! I had to have this conversation with the second in command at work, um, where he wasn't coming in tomorrow on Saturday, and he told me, "Hey, I wouldn't come in tomorrow. Don't expect the supervisor to come in, he almost never comes in on Saturdays. I would just hate for you to get here at 5, 6 in the morning and not not have anybody here to open for you. So that was fun. Pick up some extra hours. Oh, you're fine. It was a loose time today.
Becca.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, you are fine. Sorry, just taking care of some last minute double check stuff.
Don't
Guizo, did you get your sound fixed? Can you hear us? Oh, yeah.
Hi, Chelsea.
All right. So, again, kind of a shorter, not a lot happening session last session. I am blanking really hard suddenly. Holy shit, can somebody help me out? Sure, if you wouldn't mind. Right. So, yeah, and I believe Wolfram, didn't I'm pretty sure you made a survival check to craft some of them into weapons and such.
Daggers out of the not fangs, the claws.
Yeah, the claws. My
So
bad.
each of us has a bear claw dagger.
Did we order it from Panera Bread?
Do what?
Did we order it from Panera Bread?
No.
A bear claw is a pastry.
Oh, and the handle is made out of the first forefinger of the. Basically, it's made out of the giant finger bones of the giant bear.
Oh,
Nice.
I love it. I love the creativity. You guys have been really good about using stuff that has been given you.
And Guizo had some stuff made. I don't know if that's been introduced to the party yet, though. The lockets.
I don't think so. I don't think we covered it last session, at least.
No,
Okay.
they weren't introduced yet.
So, the team knows that Guizo was having something worked on. Reyna had talked to Guizo a little bit about it during everybody else sleeping. When it was finally done being crafted and Guizo was handed the trinkets and the dagger he didn't know about, when Reyna asked for, to look at what was created, he handed her the dagger.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about the trinkets right now.
Gotcha. I think I'll just change the moss that I've crammed into my giant back and chest puncture wounds and have the cart packed up, and we'll be ready to head towards Baylor. Does that sound right, guys?
Yes.
Good for me.
Perfect. So, having dealt with things in this small town, you guys wrap up and head off for Baylor. Travel goes really well for the first couple of days, 2 or 3 days, and you eventually get to I wouldn't quite say mountain, but it's definitely bigger than like a foothills range that has a sort of tunnel carved into it. And surrounding the area, alongside the worn road that leads into this tunnel, is more forest, more not incredibly dense trees, but definitely denser than you couldn't see more than 15 feet into them, on either side. And yes, you are presented with this tunnel in front of you at kind of a mountain foothill, ? I don't know how to describe it very well.
Guizo, do you stop at the presentation of this tunnel? You are driving.
He is.
Yes.
Excuse me, jeez. Okay. Around you are I'll just continue to describe until chat is available. Around you are the typical scenes of a very I'm trying to think of the word to describe it. A more green, lush kind of verdant forestry than probably Driffin or Wolfram have ever really seen before. Reyna, this isn't terribly new to you. You've traveled across this continent for most of your years after you were kind of pushed out of the nest. And there is the sounds of bird song and lots of color moving in and around through these woods, which again is something that is kind of foreign to Wolfram and Driffin, where everything is trying to camouflage itself in the snow,
Yeah. I have never seen such green.
Seems a lot more alive than back home, huh?
Many men would fight and die for this.
And Reyna, knowing more about your home country's history, they probably have. Oddly enough, for you being somewhat of a historian, in that you're kind of an explorer archaeologist, the history of this continent isn't really well known, unfortunately. That's part of why the Name Foundation does exist, is searching to uncover the mysteries of history in the world, because there's not a lot of
I'll be right back.
okay, there is not a lot of written knowledge about just the history of mankind. You as a party now know why, and that's because the the godly reckoning that happened a few hundred years ago, sealing away the entities of hunger that you are on this quest to, excuse me, what's the word I'm looking for? relieve them of their life privileges.
Okay.
I like that.
Reyna, on the road to Baylor, you would know a little bit about Baylor, not a whole ton, because there's not really much of a reason to ever go there. The Name Foundation doesn't have a lot going on in Baylor. It's really just some marine biology due to the very peculiar lake that sits, and it's believed that it's a well of magical power that Baylor is kind of built around and on. The main thing that goes on there is just fishing and export of fishing, as it's also on the coast. So there's a lot of the fresh and salt water because there's this, lake on that the city is built on that's only a few miles from the coast. And they are the big fishing export town in pretty much all of Lagara. Let's see, what else?
By the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. Anything that you're saying, I'm gonna share with the group.
Yeah.
So that we kind of all have this knowledge.
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
So there's a cave and a lush forest.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I think Driffin just summed it up. Cave and a lush forest. I'll check out the cave if Weezo has stopped the cart. I'll put up a hand and say, I'll check it out. And I just kind of want to walk towards the cave and make a perception check, maybe? Is that appropriate?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm doing like a really good job looking around, but then I remember that it's dark in the cave, and I don't have dark vision under normal circumstances. And that is a natural... Well, it's a 7 total, so, I think I'm doing great.
7 total? It's dark and it smells wet. It smells damp and kind of not mildewy. Like wet soil, the smell of like a cave with a stream running through it.
I do not see anything. I think we are safe to progress. Can the cart fit in this tunnel?
Yeah, it can.
Okay.
It seems to be easily able to do so. You would assume that this is like the main road, like this is an off the beaten path kind of thing.
Okay. We can see light on the other side, though, right?
No.
Okay. I will walk deeper. I'll put up a hand and motion that I'm gonna walk deeper in. I'll walk deeper in and see if basically I just want to walk from one side to the other until I see light, just to make sure that there's no shenanigans going on. Because I think Wolfram's first thought upon approaching this tunnel was this would be a great place to ambush somebody.
Oh,
Do you want the living light source to go with you?
You are probably sitting in the front of the cart, right? If you're driving it. I think if you said you wanted to go or just hop down and follow it, I don't think Wolfram would say anything. So feel free to come with.
Okay. Please, I'm just gonna hop and just follow.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So Guizo's gonna look up at Wolfram and he's gonna go, "Oh, we are not the first people passing through it. If it is this deep and this wet."
Okay. Then I will head back and inform the party that it seems to be a pretty deep, long tunnel, and we should proceed with caution. Which I can do in character if need be. I think so, but I think Wolfram wants to walk in front of the cart. Basically, like, instead of sitting in the back, I think he wants to be on point, walking in front of the cart.
Sounds fair.
Yeah, I want to pull a torch out, have it out in front of me, and I want to, walk in front of the cart as we work our way through. Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you Wolfram will pull out a torch and start the process of lighting it, and Rana can just reach over and cast light on it, and the whole thing glows. And he's like, "Thank you, Sister Rana." Puts his fire starting tools away. Yeah, it's just Wolfram is a creature of habit. Yeah, just boop light. Those are tights because they're holding on tight.
Oh, cool. Thank you for that.
Please do.
Think of the M in stalagmites as the spikes sticking out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! Thank you both for this.
We did it.
Learning has occurred.
Okay, this is a new run. Yeah, and I've got a torch. It's a new situation. Oh shit, that's a natural 20 plus 4, 24.
Nice. Guizo's gonna skip. I'm driving.
Wolfram's out front and he's looking hard now. He's got his torch, his flashlight, if you will. That's an insight check. Is it? $24.
He actually sees us plagued.
Yeah, I should ask before we move on though, Driffin, are you in the back watching our back?
I would be in the back watching our backs
Okay.
as usual.
I think Wolfram just always assumes that Driffin has our back.
Yeah, that's how I feel the party should be assembled, honestly. The
Yeah.
tank being up front and then, the ranger being in the back who can, take either side if need be.
Yeah, you can make sure none of us get stabbed in the back, and Wolfram
Yeah.
can face the threats from the front. It worked perfectly. But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dynamic, whatever.
Dynamic is one I was thinking of.
Yeah, dynamic. It's like Wolfram and Driffin have it. It'll be fine.
I did a total of 14.
Smell? Smell of water? Is there water nearby? The Triads. Okay.
Interesting.
Our tiles have a scent too. Am I picking that up? I know I'm asking a lot about scent, but like I think Wolfram probably has a very strong sense of smell, and so he sees the world, largely in scent as well. I think I'll put a hand up to signal to Guizo to stop the cart, because it's bumping along, or the wagon. I guess we have a wagon technically, but
Guizo nods and then pulls the reins for the donkey friend to stop.
Eeyore goes, oh. Wolfram comes back towards the cart a little bit and feeds him a carrot and starts in quiet tones saying, "There is something here."
Driffin hopped out of the back.
Yeah. Some sort of creature in these tunnels. In this tunnel. We must be cautious and on guard.
Raina would put her book away.
Hmm.
Be more observant.
I think the recommendation that I have is that we try to travel further, be on guard, but also travel slower so that we're quieter. Because the sound of a wagon and a donkey bumping over down a tunnel is
Yeah.
pretty loud, but you could quiet it down a little bit with some skill and going a little bit slower.
Would it also make it quieter if it was being pushed instead of pulled? Like if we had people pushing the cart instead of the reins dragging the wheels?
Yeah, it would.
That's true. Yeah,
Not much, but it would make a difference.
I would definitely say let's just move slower for now, because we still want to be in like an ideal position to defend ourselves, or possibly even take like immediate flight if possible. So I don't want to like change orientation or anything, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good idea, cart, but the whole idea of cart before the horse. Like if we have to fucking run, I just want to be ready. But yeah, basically my warning is just be on guard. Let's move slower and quieter. Basically, I'm trying to convince the DM to let us make a stealth check while moving our cart.
That's what I was gonna ask if that's the intention for. Yeah, let's go for it.
Can I make a weird recommendation? I just want to see if he can do it.
Sure.
So Guizo has proficiency in land vehicles. Did he use that and his control and driving to perform a stealth check for this? Because the cart's going to be the loudest part, or the wagon.
I think that's fair because it's less, for Guizo specifically, it's less about moving quietly yourself, about your own body control and etc., and more about directing, the mule to drive the cart in a way that's, more subtle, more stealthful.
Like avoiding like certain like bumps and holes and moving slowly and all that, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Does
that's fair.
Griffin need to speak to Eeyore and tell him to be as quiet as he possibly can?
Hey, maybe you could give him advantage that way.
Oh yeah, would that be cool, DM?
Remind me, do you have to cast a spell to do it?
It would be speak with animals, yes.
I mean, that's fine. I was just asking to clarify, because I honestly can't remember what
I'd be
rangers
casting.
have all the time.
I'd be casting
So,
speak with animals. I'd be telling Eeyore to just be as quiet as he possibly can.
I can't wait until you get past without a trace and we just never have to worry about stealth checks again.
Oh my god, I remembered one time with Fionn, my ranger blood hunter, I think it was Molly the druid used Pass Without a Trace, and I rolled really well, so my stealth was like a 34.
Yeah, I remember that. I had
Jesus Christ!
You just disappear. No one can find you.
Now, you don't even know where you are.
It's like that
Hey.
meme where the guy taps his chest with the peace sign and just fades away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute for a minute to pill the dog that we're house sitting for, but for my stealth roll for driving the cart through, I got a nat 20, 22.
Oh, beautiful. Perfect. So, you guys see this, Guizo has been very cheerful and, the class clown, very trying to be entertaining, very nice to everyone, cracking jokes, and all of a sudden this boils down into this, extreme focus as he tightens the reins on his hands and, starts directing, Eeyore with this, masterful precision.
Nice.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
What was everybody's stealth check?
Oh, I didn't realize we were still doing one. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Mine is a dirty 20. 15 plus 5.
Cool.
Griffin rolled 17 total.
Nice.
13.
13?
Yeah, because I got an 11 plus 2.
Okay. Well, from, with your roll from earlier, you notice before they notice you, large shapes in the dark. I would say if you had to give it a size category, it would be medium. Kind kind of moving in this dance around each other. You can't see them incredibly well, but you can make out that it's a multi-legged creature, probably just shy of like the shoulder level of a horse.
Oh shit! So these things are huge.
Well, the size category is medium, but I always imagined that's, you know.
So they're like the size of a mastiff, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate the fact that you say I noticed them before they noticed me, but I do want to point out that I am holding a light source. So if I am a clear shot down the tunnel, they probably would see me first.
Well, it is not a clear shot. They are kind of across a small lake of some sort, a kind of underground lake that has this. Imagine the whole chamber is circular, roughly, and the shore is crescent moon, and the rest of the space is filled up with this kind of underground water. And you can see that the water is lapping gently, and they are on the far side away from you, and the entrance that you see them through is kind of around a bend. So imagine that you're kind of reaching this arch of this bend, and you can see the movement a little bit.
Okay. I think as soon as I notice them, I'm going to basically like try to throw the light away from me, like hide it, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't really have a great place to hide it, but maybe I'd even like toss it behind me into the cart and kind of put a hand up, put a hand to my finger to my mouth. I just toss it in there with Reyna. There's a torch that the entire torch is glowing, and I just throw it into the back.
It's a glow stick.
It's a glow stick. Exactly, it's a giant glow stick. I'll pull down my headband, owl headband, and crouch low. But yeah, I look over and yeah, I'll say on the other side of the lake and kind of point them out to the rest of the party.
Is there a way for me to uncast light?
Yeah, you can just dismiss it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll just dismiss the glow stick.
Yeah. Here's that. So DM, can I ask you, is there a way for us to get past them without having to cross by them?
Not that you can tell from here.
Okay.
It seems. Well, no, you can't really tell. Like the image that you got of the chamber forward was not much of an image. It was really more of a glance. Even with your great perception check earlier, there wasn't a whole lot to be revealed. Even
Yeah. Of course. I mean, like, perception can also be sound and smell and stuff. And so yeah.
That is a good reminder for me. Now that you are closer, I think that check from earlier still does afford you that. It sounds a little less playful than you thought at first. There seems to be some either like how do I say it? Yes, but not like.
Oh, were they mating?
Yeah, it would be. You would think that's just as likely as them just fighting, but
Okay.
it's definitely not like playful. Like there's something going on here that's,
Territorial,
Aggressive.
Yeah, they're clearly aggressive. Okay.
like territory, maybe defending something.
I think Wolfram, seeing that there's not really a way around, would suggest.
I will say also that you don't think that they've noticed you at all, even remotely.
Then I think Wolfram is going to be for. Should we leave the cart here? I do not see a way around. Perhaps we should catch them by surprise before they catch us.
It's as good as plan as I've got.
Sneaking around would be best, but I do not see a way to do so. Are you ready for a
And if-
fight?
If we did sneak around, we'd have to. Being so close, we'd have to leave the cart anyway.
I think it would be wise to leave the cart here and catch them by surprise.
I agree.
I think that
Okay.
would be wise.
Then I'll crouch down low and start heading towards the business.
So, the group stealth check was specifically for them to notice you guys. So I'm going to roll with that stealth check for this. As you're getting closer, you see this like long, almost tadpole-like body with these 8 legs that kind of come out down either side of its body, and this almost like iguana-like ridge down its back with these spines and this very large, like meaty tail, and what appears to be kind of the head of what you would assume. Well, you as players would know it as an axolotl.
Okay.
And
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry. No. You're doing a description. That was my bad.
And there's 2 of them. It's a little hard to see what exactly their like colorings are, but one is definitely a deeper shade than the other one, and they seem to be squaring off against each other.
Could I make a nature check? Because like I feel like this is the appropriate time to make a nature check.
Yeah, let's see it.
Ooh. Wolfram has no idea what these are. That's a natural 1. Wolfram looks at them and he's like, lizards do not have 6 legs.
If I said 6, I meant 8.
Oh, 8. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I just knew they had too many legs.
Yeah,
What's
they do have
that?
too many legs.
They should not have as many legs. They are not spiders. They are lizards. Or are they? I do not know.
The first time Wolfram has no clue.
No. Wolfram often has no clue. Just
I meant about animals.
that's true. He's killed a lot of things. So this does not appear to be a natural animal. I guess if we can get close enough, should we like position ourselves to like jump on them, or should we try to sneak past? Does it look like there's any opening for us to sneak past, or are they just blocking the whole way?
There is another exit tunnel, slightly smaller than the one that you came from. It's still large enough to fit your cart through, but they are nearby enough of it that you think you'd either have to sneak very well or deal with them.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crouch low and I want to sneak up really close to one, like behind a rock. Like if I have to hug the cave walls or like dart from stalactite to stalactite, I want to get up close to one so that I can like jump out behind it and stab it.
Yeah, we can
We're
definitely
going
do
for
that.
fighting.
I'm sorry.
We're going for fighting.
I think we have to. I don't see another way out.
We should
I
position
have-
ourselves.
If we can, they're sparring. If we can distract them, I have an illusion cantrip. I can create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. I can make another lizard to distract them.
Ooh, make a sexy female lizard.
I could try.
I
Maybe
mean,
they're already fighting over one.
that's true. Maybe they are mating.
Because as long as we can get past them, we can make a mad dash. We can be as loud as we want if we can run. If we can get the cart to go faster than them.
That's true. I think
I also
okay.
I have something I can use to slow them down if need be.
That's okay. I think Wolfram's just of the mindset that like if we take care of them, then we can move it. You know, it's less of a risk to take care of them now, but I think
Yeah.
you'd very easily be convinced if you want to do that instead. So like if you're like, hey, wait, I have an idea. I think Wolfram, who looks like he's about to sneak off towards these things, you like put a hand on him or something, he'll turn around and see what you have in mind.
Guizo would be like, Wolfram, wait a minute. They're not attacking us. And look at how cute. Maybe we can get away without harming them.
Wolfram looks back at them and is like, does not understand why you're cute. It's like, okay.
I like lizards. I don't know, man.
No. I think lizards are cute too, but I think I know what these are, and they're some ugly bastards.
Yeah, they are.
No, there's no
these,
such thing.
these guys are ugly.
No, Guizo is totally like, he's like, oh, they're cute. I want one as a puppy. But we're gonna sneak by him. Yeah.
I don't know how. Okay. So is there a way that we could? I basically, I don't really know what to ask. I guess I hand this over to Guizo. Guizo, what do you do, or what do you need to know?
So let's see. I'm gonna look a little bit more into the illusion cantrip. If you create a sound, it is a volume that can range from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, someone else's, lion's roar. Sound continues. If you create an image of an object, such as a chair, bloody footprints. Okay, so a creature can use its action to examine the image. So we may have a time limit once I activate this thing, and we have to be within 30. I have to be within 30 feet of it. But I can create like a false lizard for them to focus their attention on, and I can even use predigestion to make the sound effect go along with the minor illusion.
Now here's my question from the DM: is there enough room in this tunnel, or like another tunnel to go down that we could? That there's even a possibility of this being pulled off? That's basically my question.
You have the space to do it. From tunnel to tunnel, it's probably about 50 feet.
Okay.
As long as we can get past them, that's all. That's like really all we're looking for. Then we can outspeed them probably.
Okay. How are we gonna? Well, if you have to be within 30 feet, but you also have to be the one driving the.
Yeah.
Like I'm game. Tell me what you want to do.
As a DM, may I posit something?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think, theoretically, you could put Eeyore in the cart and have Wolfram pull the cart.
That is a possibility.
That's cool.
Okay, and you're gonna hide nearby and keep this illusion going, and then hop on the back of the cart as we pull past.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, let's go back to the cart, load up Eeyore, find you a place to hide nearby.
I think it would be easy enough to find the place to. Like, there's plenty of rock formations and stalagmites. Thanks for that tip.
Cover.
Around this cavern. Again, there's like a clear trail. This looks like a heavily passed through area. You think maybe you just caught it at an off time where these things are, maybe fighting for a hibernation nest or, something like that. What was I getting at? Oh, but I will want to get a stealth check from Guizo.
You get it. Stealth check from Guizo is a 6 plus 2. That is an 8.
Does Guizo still have inspiration?
Guizo
Um,
does.
I do's? Okay.
I don't remember. I could have sworn you spent it, but I don't know.
I
I
think
thought
I
so.
used it.
Okay.
If I didn't use it, it was a 15 for that second roll, but I might have. I do think I used the inspiration last time.
So. Okay. As you are rallying, your party is rallying to complete these actions. These things begin to actually fuck with each other. They begin, their dance is over and they've begun to swipe and bite at each other. And Guizo, you manage to find yourself a large rock formation that you can hide behind. I think the best way to execute this is a kind of modified initiative order where you guys get... Basically, I want to put Guizo at the top because Guizo's action will start off the quote-unquote encounter. And then you guys, the rest of you as a group, and these guys as a group as well. And then we can set the action from there. How does that sound?
Sounds perfect to me.
Sounds good to me.
No complaints from here.
All right. We put Eeyore in the back. Wolfram takes the, I guess the yolk or whatever, and just puts it over, one shoulder, and or I don't even know how this thing is connected to him, but yeah.
I imagined it as like one of those rickshaw type ones where it just has a leather strap across the back that goes over his back and under his stomach and latches.
That sounds good to me. Yeah, Wolfram straps himself and starts slowly pulling the cart.
Okay. So, Guizo, describe to me what you're doing.
Alright, so crouching behind the rock, I would like to get just enough sight to see these axolotl, lizard, spider, fucking creepy crawly friends. And I would like to recreate one, I guess, next to me at the rock and have it come out over to them. And I'm gonna face it in a way so that when they turn to look at it, their backs are gonna be towards Team Cart.
Can I add? So okay, I had an idea, and I want to see what you think of it.
Okay.
The goal is to make a sexy female lizard, or a sexy female version of one of these things. I feel like that would be some sort of check to see if you can determine how to make it look.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Maybe
You want me to roll for nature or some shit?
a nature.
Yeah, how convincing it is.
Animal handling. I don't know. I think you could justify a lot of things.
Fuck this. Okay, I'm using the metal dice instead of D&D from beyond here. I got a 14, which isn't bad, but it's not great.
Uh, 14 nature?
Yeah,
I know.
that was already with the +5. I rolled a 9.
Yeah. A 14 is actually pretty good. I'm just trying to think about how to.
Like the Naruto sexy clone jutsu.
Yeah. Yeah. An exact copy of one of these, but pink with a hairstyle that has 2 buns tied up on either side of the head.
It's the Pixar route.
Yeah. Guizo forms this illusion and kind of has it track and pad over. Which seems to... one of them notices, and it's the one that seems to kind of have the upper hand in this combat so far. It's kind of like climbing on the side and back of the other, and trying to like bite into the back of its neck, and from its vantage point, kind of wrestling, pinning down this other one. It sees this, hey, sexy lady, and it almost kind of drives it into a frenzy. And what was kind of a struggle is now a bit more one-sided, in that the one that had the upper hand, I'm going to call them blue and black, because that is their colorings. Blue has the upper hand. Blue goes from struggling with black to pinning black down very easily. Almost in a show of like... a show of dominance. A show of like, hey, I'm the big, colorful, proud male,
Power of love.
And... Oop. It bites down really hard on the back of the neck of one of the other one, and... What is 52 minus 17?
45.
35.
Cool.
I should grab my calculator, that reminded me.
So, you guys as a party, which them are Driffin and Reyna in the cart or walking alongside?
Would that create any problem for Wolfram if we were in it?
Wolfram, do you know your carry capacity off the top of your head? Well, actually, with a donkey in the cart as well, I'm gonna say, like, Reyna might be fine because she's a very thin, lithe elven woman.
Yeah, I think Driffin will be walking beside the cart with an angle to see directly behind it.
Cool. So, you guys wait for your distraction. It's pretty clear that this sexy lady lizard thing has been noticed and
Is working.
so far as you can know, there was a definite behavior shift,
Yeah. Keep her twerking while we get by. That way they won't even look at us.
You get it.
You
Gives you the
have,
biggest sense out.
you have 50 feet to cross before you are in the other tunnel.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna make a stealth check as I push this thing, or as I pull this thing across. I'm kind of hurrying. Is a stealth check applicable?
I think it is if you want to go that route, yeah.
Okay,
I only say it that way because what I was thinking you guys meant is that
Mad dash.
a distraction will be given and then you will mad dash.
Okay, yeah, sure, I can pull it. Would an athletics be better then? With no attempts to hide.
Yeah, if you are not making an attempt to hide, I would definitely say athletics.
Okay. Wolfram crouches like a sprinter. Ready to go, waiting for Guizo to give the thumbs up. Or whatever signal.
Okay. I assume it's my turn. No, or wait, whose turn is it in the initiative?
It would be yours.
Yours? Mine. Okay. Am I close enough to, if I cast Prestige, to give something like right in front of Wolfram?
I think prestidigitation is
Like immediate.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but
What is the range on that? I would say no.
No. Okay.
yeah, it's 10 feet.
Because I would say you're at least 40 feet away from Wolfram at this point, from your vantage point.
Yeah, we have to be far enough away that these big things don't notice us. So,
Okay.
Wolfram
I
is
think.
theoretically watching where you're at.
Okay. So Guizo, you can't see it from here, but he kind of makes a little snap with his hand, and when he does, like a little spark flies out of his finger, and that's your signal to go.
Okay, Wolfram's crouching like a sprinter, and you just fire the starter pistol. And yeah, I'm gonna roll on athletics to see how well I do here. Holy shit, that's a natural 20. Wolfram has crouched down, and you just see like a black flash as his legs alone turn into the wolf's legs, and like
Ooh.
underneath his feet cracks as he just hauls forward. Like you Raina, you in the cart with the donkey, the cart lurches as Wolfram sprints forward. Because I have that's a natural 20 plus whatever the hell Wolfram's plus is, plus 6, so yeah, I mean, I'm just like, vroom! And just, yeah, it's rattling and it's shaking, and I run as fast as I can. I do have an increased movement speed. I think I can move 80 feet per turn. So I
Okay.
dash.
If you're dashing, that's 80 feet, you said?
Yep.
That's perfectly enough. Do you want to use your full 80 feet to get another 20 or so feet down the hallway, or 30 or so feet?
Oh yeah, Wolfram is just booking it. Like I said, like the stone underneath his feet cracks as the cart lurches, and he's just like dashing forward on these huge lupine legs.
Also, I want to say, I forgot that was something that you get, and that is so perfect for this mod. It's so good.
Yeah.
So,
Level 6 ability. Yeah. Yeah, so we moved the 40 feet past where Guizo is. Guizo, are you gonna try to hop on when it comes by?
If it goes by me, definitely. If I'm too far away, I could just try to fly out.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think Wolfram's slowing down. He's just actually dashing as fast as he can with this thing behind him.
Wolfram, you are dashing, dashing, dashing. Raina, make a Constitution save for me.
Great. No,
19.
Sorry, 17.
17. Perfect. As you are flying past, the one that's pinned down definitely fucking notices you. Black is pinned down. It definitely notices you running past at Godspeed. And you make eye contact with a basilisk, Raina, and manage to make your save.
Yeah. Their eyes flash blue when they do their effect on you. It's fucking brutal.
Thank God I got out of that.
So,
Okay.
with the party having taken its turn, Guizo, you are up again.
What did Driffin do?
Driffin's
did you
waiting.
want- Okay, okay.
So as we're making it though, I would like to state that Driffin is going to wait on just the outside edge of this secondary tunnel to ensure that Guizo gets past safely.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we go by, do you try to hop on? I assume we went by, because, like, I think, didn't you say we were, like, I don't know. How far are we? I mean, with 80 feet, how far do we get past this thing?
A good 30 feet past it. You were down the tunnel a good 25, 30 feet.
Okay. So
When I use my movement, do I combine my running and my flight, or is it one or the other? Like, can I run and then use my flight speed?
it's one or the other.
Yeah,
One or the
'cause
other. Okay.
it's types of movement. So you can either use your flying or your land speed.
Okay, that's fine. I am going to, I think, just run by as fast as I can.
And jump into the back of the cart as it passes
If
by.
I can reach it, that'd be great.
Yeah. Just be like, I leap off and try to jump in, I guess.
You can. I will tell you this: if you run past, you're gonna have to give me that save, that con save.
I want to jump on the cart.
Yeah. It's a covered wagon, so you have to get in the back. So I'd imagine some sort of check to like get in.
Okay.
Using your flying, you could probably just do it.
Yeah, if you use your flying, you can just do it. Like you can aim yourself.
Oh yeah, let's just fly in. That's fine.
Like a phoenix. Or an Iron Man.
The lizards would probably see the fire of me jumping in, but I'd do it.
Trust me, they've already noticed us.
We've already been spotted. It's too late, but yeah, I'm gonna jump in there.
Cool. Why don't you go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Got you. Let me whip out my new metal dice.
Now, I do want to say, I think they have to be looking at each other. Is that right?
It says, if a creature starts its turn within 30 feet of the basilisk and the two of them can see each other.
Gotcha.
Um,
There's no rules for like averting your eyes like the other ones. I just don't know, because I know a lot of the other petrification creatures you can avert your eyes, but I don't know about basilisks.
if you fail the save at the start of, or you repeat the saving throw at the end of your next turn, and on a success, the effect ends. On a failure, you're petrified.
Gotcha.
So on the first failure, you're restrained. On the second failure, you're petrified.
Gotcha.
That 20, baby.
There you go. Don't even need it.
So,
this
Blue,
dice.
who is pinning down Black, sees this, jet of flame burst from behind the rock it was pissing on 30 minutes ago, and you soar over. As you pass over it, you can see this flare of blue, but it just doesn't phase you, and you land with a thud into the cart. And you almost immediately have to grab a side of it because it's fucking moving.
Oh yeah. A poor Eeyore's just back there like rolling around like a dog in the back of a van.
I mean, pretty much. So,
Did we leave Driffin behind?
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about me.
Okay. Don't get turned to stone, my friend.
I've got it. I've got it.
gosh, I love those dice.
Beautiful dice.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
While we're going past, I see this thing, like, its eyes light up blue, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As we're going past, could I cast blindness, deafness to try to blind it?
You very much so can.
Okay.
Which one?
The one that's looking at us.
Actually, your blindness, deafness. What level spell is that?
First.
It's a.
Is it not first? I could
It's
be
a
mistaken.
second.
It's a second. Okay, my mistake.
I can do it as a third level and do both of them.
Are you going to?
Ooh!
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool.
I need 2 con save, please. 1 for each.
Yeah. Let me find their sheet so I can see what their con is. So I got a 10 and a 10.
Okay. My thing is a 14.
Cool. So they both fail the save and are both blinded.
I was gonna say, so I'm gonna blind both of them.
There you go. I imagine their glowing blue eyes just turn black while they're under the effects.
Damn, Raina! You shut my whole shit down.
It's
I had a plan too, but that's fine by me. Shit.
Well, I was gonna say, I was sitting there thinking about it, and I'm like, if I can blind them, I wasn't sure if it was gonna be possible, but I figured maybe if I could blind them, then Driffin could get out without a problem too.
Well, I had a way out. I was
Oh yeah.
I was
figured, but-
merely going to slow them and then make my way.
So,
But this makes it easier.
speaking of Driffin, you see, again, they both have these, like, glowing kind of ethereal blue eyes that just go black. There's no more color to them. And the blue on top, who has had the advantage so far and has been biting down on the back and neck and ripping out spines and, going to town on black, it immediately begins to panic when it can't see anymore and, misses an attack trying to bite down again on the black one underneath it. And the black one underneath it is just struggling to move. Again, just this sense of panic overcomes it as it loses its sight. And you are free to do whatever you would wish.
I'm gonna dash to the cart.
Perfect. So,
You can't keep up.
say again?
I was saying he can't keep up. Unless if he can.
I mean, if I can't keep up, I have a way to get in front of it.
Okay.
You also, I think, didn't you take Longstrider as a ranger spell?
I did. So if I need to use that in order to get to the cart, that's fine. I'll do it.
Isn't Longstrider an action?
It
I
is,
believe so.
but I would still be able to move.
Yeah, but you can't dash, so you'll still only have 40 feet.
Oh, that's true. I would be stunting my movement.
My point is it's not really worth trying to catch up now. All that matters is that we all get out and we'll all regroup.
Yeah.
Yes, and with that, Driffin, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna give it one more round before we start doing some other stuff. Wolfram, you are up as far as your movement decision and such.
I think Wolfram is still of the mindset of forward. Do you need me to roll another athletics, or was the 26 sufficient?
I think the 26 was sufficient for now. That is the only thing I had. How long does blindness deafness last?
You just need to do a con save again.
Okay.
It lasts for 1 minute. Unless
Or-
you make a con save. And you
Yeah,
save.
you save out of it. It's like hold person. It's at the end of each of its turns, so.
So you said yours was a 14?
Mhm.
Okay. They both do fail again, so I
it just
think,
lasts for a minute.
yeah, So you guys get enough space between you. Like these things, they are blind for, I would have to say, the full minute. As you guys are just moving, the only thing you're doing is moving forward and at a solid clip.
So we just erupt out of the cave.
I mean, yeah, you pull out the other side. Wolfram, you are kind of, sweaty and tired, and you're like, holy shit, that was just a marathon sprint.
I think I have a hard time stopping the cart because it weighs several hundred pounds.
As you do, yeah. You kind of have to skid to a stop, and you feel the where you would naturally stop, the strap kind of digs into your back and pushes you forward another 5 or 10 feet, where you're kind of like trying to judge the right, stopping power.
I dig my claws into the dirt and try to stop it. Yeah, once we erupt from the darkness of the tunnel. Was the tunnel rough enough? Here's my question. Just because I love complications. Is it rough enough that we have to roll something to determine if any damage was done to the wagon being pulled very hard over rocks?
You have read my mind. I was going to ask for some sort of like assessment roll if anybody would want. I'm willing to hear arguments because I don't know exactly what assessing the damage done to your cart is in D&D rolling terms.
I rolled a 13. It wasn't a skill. I was just thinking this would be like a fate roll to see if anything happened to the cart.
Yeah.
13's pretty unlucky, so who knows what's happened. Are we missing a wheel?
I don't think so. It's definitely a little worse for the wear. You think, might not have another 50 miles on it.
Yeah, like spokes is splintered.
I rolled a 14. If you want to use my investigation bonus, it's a 16.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you can tell that what I'm imagining is a two-wheeled, very large wheels, kind of cart wagon type deal, with like a little kind of kick stop in the front of it that on top of is a seat for the the mounted person.
It doesn't have 4 wheels?
I was imagining a three-wheeler.
Oh. I was imagining like a Pioneer's covered wagon.
That's what I was imagining the whole time.
See, I was imagining something like, if I had to give it exact dimensions, a covered wagon, yes, but like I would say the bed long ways would be like 8 or 10 feet, and wide it would be 5 or 6 feet.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
cool.
fair.
So we're on the same page. I just wanted to make sure. But
I was out here imagining some Oregon Trail shit.
Yeah, I think that's what we were talking about when we first got it.
You guys have solved my basilisk puzzle.
Damn, I really wanted to fight him. Is it too late to go back?
I mean, it's not if you want to. Raina was back here like, damn, I wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
I've got
I mean, we
spells.
break.
It's not
If
my
this is a
fault.
one-sided road, they will be dangerous for more people to come, so...
If anybody wants to fight him, go for it. I was literally the only one who didn't want to, and I could be convinced to fight him.
I feel like if we've made forward progression, we just need to keep moving.
Yeah, there's not really any reason to risk it at this point. It's just, well, other than the fact that, they are still in there, and the next people that come along might not be as lucky as us.
Fuck them. Yeah.
They're still blind right now, so.
Well, if it only lasts a minute, by the time that you guys are out and kind of take a minute to gather yourselves, it's probably gone, but
Yeah.
a minute in D&D time, when it's in the bullet time of turn-based, is a long time to move.
Allow me.
So it is, you put a lot of distance on them.
So, Yeah, they may still be a problem, but are they?
They're someone else's problem.
Yeah, they're not ours anymore. It's okay.
They're the next guy's problem.
They're just their nature, living out their life. For now, it's fine. We're good.
If they become a problem, somebody will want to hire somebody to come out here and take care of them, and then we come out and take care of them when we can actually make some money on it.
Yeah, then we get paid for the problem.
Yeah.
It'll become someone's problem. Then Wolfram will be like, "Show us the way."
Show us the way.
So, as you assess the cart, the spindle, the axle rather, it's a little loose on its setting. It's setting against the underside. It wasn't meant to be pulled at high speeds through rocky cave tunnel, but it made it out the other side. Like I said, you think it probably doesn't have another 50 miles or so on it, but that's a good thing because, Reyna, you recognize the environment. You think that y'all are probably about 20 miles outside of Baylor.
Cool.
As it is probably about midday at this point. I will give you guys a second to think about that. I have to run to the restroom. Sorry.
Nice. So we're about a day's travel from Baylor. Sounds like.
Yeah.
How it sounds, yeah, at our pace.
I think we travel a little bit away from this tunnel. Just a little ways. It didn't have to be even a couple of miles. We just get, get a little distance between the tunnel and here, and then maybe make camp.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Start out in the morning. This will be well.
Come on, Rainer, just fuck them basilisks all up.
Yeah, basilisks are dangerous, so that was pretty impressive.
Make your only tool useless.
Well, like, petrification at low levels is very, very, very powerful because it's one of the best ways to take somebody completely out.
Without the whole fucking death saves and shit. I don't know anything about it.
Frankly, petrification is worse than death because it's harder to bring them back from.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you turn somebody to stone, it's harder to bring them back than outright killing them.
Wow.
Good to know.
So don't run into those anymore.
Yeah, when petrification comes up, you take it fucking seriously.
I'm glad we handled that more with more utility than we did combat.
Yeah, because it would only have taken a couple of bad rolls for one of us to have been turned to stone.
God forbid it be Wolfram.
Well, that's true. It'd be too heavy to remove.
They just don't remember. Okay.
Let's see.
That's right.
Yeah, unless if you guys are ready to move a statue of Wolfram that weighs roughly a ton and a half.
Nope. Rather not have our biggest character petrified.
Yeah. Wolfram lives in the cave now, it's fine. We'll come back for him eventually.
We'll make our way back. We'll figure it
That's
out.
literally something. That's literally something that happens in Final Fantasy IX, bro.
Yeah.
I am.
A character gets
Go ahead.
turned to stone early game in a forest, and like halfway through the game, you decide, oh, maybe we should go back for him.
One of these days, I'm going to go through and play all the Final Fantasies in order.
There's an anime that's just announced called Reincarnated as a Vending Machine in a fantasy world.
Oh my god!
As a vending machine. I love it.
What the fuck?
It's got the key art for it is a vending machine with big anime eyes like in a Cars movie.
Oh,
Oh
wait,
my
I think
God.
I've seen that and I thought it was a joke.
No, it looks real to me. Will premiere July 5th.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Uh, so yeah, you guys are about midday and faced with about 20-ish or so miles of travel to your destination.
Okay. How long have we already been traveling today? Was the tunnel early on in our day?
Well, that depends on when you guys left out. Do you think you left, like first thing in the morning when you left from the small unnamed town with the bear problem?
Basically my question comes down to, amount of time traveled during the day, because generally we can only travel 8 hours without incurring some penalties. So I would imagine we left immediately, but like how many hours have we already been traveling to get to the cave?
Probably 4 to get there. About 4.5 or... Yeah, I'm gonna say 5 to get all the way through.
Okay. Then I don't think, unless if we really push it, it will be difficult to get all the way to, Belor. God damn it.
Baylor.
I can never remember the name of this place. Baylor. Let's see. So, at a normal pace, we can move 24 miles in a day. We've already been traveling for 4 or 5 hours, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we just go ahead and
Make
pull
camp.
longer and make camp.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's travel a few miles out, and then we'll stop. We'll stop for a break here. We'll travel a little bit further. Maybe we can get like another 9 or 10 miles, and then we stop for camp.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody stop for lunch after the basilisk. Wolfram will gather up some nature's bounty and provide lunch for the party. Or rather, raw resources for lunch. So like nuts, berries, weird bird he found that like is a parrot, but he doesn't know it's a parrot. And tosses it down with the nuts and berries. Like, this is lunch.
I don't know, Driffin could help. Maybe find some rabbit.
Yeah. Feel free. Wolfram pulls out a rat he snagged while they were going through the tunnel.
Turns out it was a bat. He just wasn't paying enough attention because he was sprinting past basilisks.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. No, it's just one that hit him in the face like a bug on a windshield when he was running out. It was stuck. He just grabbed it and stuffed it in his
That's great.
Wolfram's legs are back to normal by now, though. I think he turns them back right after the kerfuffle.
I'm really glad none of you got turned to stone.
I was kind of wondering if it was gonna happen.
Says the guy who put the basilisks in the cave.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I told you you could stealth it if you wanted to try it. It would be hard, but you could do it. Listen, it's not my job to be fair.
No. You're supposed to make it hard for us.
Yeah, if there's no sense of danger, then yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Alright, so yeah, I think, we travel, we make camp, we travel a little bit more, we make camp for the night, we do our usual watches, and then in the morning we start heading towards Baylor. We can probably make it there by midday, just because of the fact that we, have 10 miles left, so 3 or 4 miles left to go.
Yeah, that is perfectly fine. I love it.
3 or 4 hours, yeah. So
Yeah.
we get up at 8, we travel. Yeah, we arrive there around midday. Does that sound good to everybody? Does anything happen?
because we set up camp, we did take a long rest, right?
Yes, you took a long rest.
I just
Feel
wanted to make
free-
sure I got my spell slot back.
Please stop me if there's anything that you guys wanted to do, because I'm just kind of like bulling through to get to the Baylor. But if like something is supposed to happen, or if somebody wants to do something, just say so.
I don't think there's much to do for Reyna.
Yeah, I just like, you guys are more than welcome to, like, don't feel like you have to make more time on the road for me. I just wanted to give a couple of sessions where you had the option to do that, you know?
Well, then yeah, we head out, and what happens when we arrive at Baylor midday?
I am finding your map. Here we go. Okay, it should be uploaded now. You arrive on this road. If you're looking at the map, it's coming in from the top right-hand corner is where you're riding down on that road to, and this lake right here is full of action. There are boats swarming back and forth to and fro. I say swarming. It's like 5 or 6 boats, but there's about 4 or 5 men each, pulling in hauls, as well as people, traditional rod and reel fishing and net fishing, spear fishing. And there's even some people that you see emerge as you're, traveling this last half mile or so down this road into Baylor. In the left-hand side of the map, there's these kind of circular buildings with the like bridges out onto the docks that set on the water. All of these buildings are stilted, probably a good 15 feet off of the ground to sit, above the fluctuating water level. Also, these kind of silver gray stones on the right side of the lake, as you're traveling past them, they appear to be ruins of some sort. You can make out some archway, like keystone looking structures, but nothing super specific. And the kind of rectangular-ish buildings that are very utilitarian, more on the bottom side, appear to be warehouses or storehouses even, whereas everything else is probably homes of some sort. And as you approach, you see that there is a set of steps leading up the docks, and a place for carts and horses and driving animals to be hitched and left. Also, there is some motion moving around on the docks. Just people moving to and fro, kind of, working.
Now, would Reyna know where the Navy Foundation part is that we need to go? Like the guy we need to go see?
I don't think you would know in particular, but you would know that, like I said, there's not a whole lot that the Name Foundation does here. It's mostly like marine biology to some degree.
Yeah.
You would assume it's probably the town hall, this central silver building.
Okay. So I think Reyna would kind of explain that and then start heading that way.
Cool.
All right, let's go.
Get it.
Wolfram, you get a lot of stares as all of these guys that are working the docks here are very short, stout, thick-chested. They're very much so like the opposite body style of you, which is more of a, a tall, not necessarily thin, but not
Lean.
necessarily built. Yeah, a lean. There we go. That's the perfect description. you have a more lean build than these, like, you know, linebackers. But yeah, there's a lot of fishing, a lot of super colorful stuff, more tropical like stuff than you and you Wolfram and Driffin have seen before. Driffin, you are also getting a lot of stares because you are a blue demon man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just silently following Reyna, and all these people are staring at us, but like neither of us are paying them any mind.
And then our third sore thumb, Guizo, is definitely getting a lot of attention as well. You guys are
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you guys are a very colorful group in this, like, imagine a bay town in New England that only does export of their fishing, you know?
I feel that. Guizo is waving and bowing at everybody. That gives him a weird look.
I love it.
You're just like waving.
Sorry. I'm imagining it goes as thus. Reyna is walking in front with purpose towards where the main foundation is, followed by Wolfram, who is just kind of either not noticing them or ignoring them. And then Driffin, who I'm just imagining is giving rude gestures occasionally and rolling his eyes. And then Guizo being like way too like obsequious, like bowing and like thanking them and telling them he's sorry or something.
I love it so
Telling them what a lovely town they have.
I'm down with that.
That's just the image that popped into my head when everybody was saying what they're doing. I've just got this very clear image of all these oddballs.
I
Just
love
like-
it. We're all little oddballs.
We are oddballs.
Reyna,
Yes.
you just open the door into this building and it's kind of just an empty reception area. There's a desk and no one is at it. The place is super dusty. There's like it's not a huge building. There's a second floor, but this building is a circular building on stilts. That's maybe a 40-foot circle.
Okay.
On this first floor, like I said, it's kind of, there's a couple of chairs against the walls. The desk is empty and there's a wall with a door behind it, behind the desk.
So there's nobody sitting at the desk.
There's not even a chair at the desk.
Okay. I guess I would go up to, I'm trying to figure out if I should just be like, hello, at the desk, or if I should go knock on the door.
I want to make a perception check to see if there's one of those little bells on the desk.
There is a bell on the desk.
Awesome.
I'll go ring it.
Wolfram rings it.
For a long moment, there's nothing but silence. After this long moment passes where you're debating, should we ring it again? Should we just leave? You start to hear some motion in the back office, or you assume the back office behind this door, and you just hear muffled through the door, "What?"
I guess Reyna would. Yeah, I feel like Reyna would be like, oh, what's his name?
Who are you thinking of?
Dude's name.
Sibo?
Yes. I would say he sent us.
No.
What are you saying? Can you say it as random, please? Sibo.
Sibo. Excuse us, Sibo sent us. He said you'd be expecting us.
Wolfram rings the bell again.
Ah, shit, I'm coming. You got a lot more motion, and this door slowly creaks open a couple of inches, and you hear more grumbling and commotion and like paper shuffling, and the door opens all the way, and this he's probably about 5'4", and about 6 inches of that is mohawk. And he has this dyed platinum blonde hair that within the mohawk there have been these like beads that have these runic inscriptions kind of set into, like, weaved into his hair. He is a very stout dwarven man. Very stout for a dwarf. He's heavy. And,
so his like 4 feet across.
Sorry?
Sorry, I said so his chest is like 4 feet across.
I mean, basically. And he has a unlit cigar in his mouth, or that has, about a halfway burned down cigar that is currently unlit, that he's kind of chewing on, and he's wiping his eyes. He's got these bags under his eyes. What is Sibo? What does he want? We getting another fucking fine?
No.
Then what do you want here?
He just told us that you would be expecting us because we're coming through to help.
To help with what? We fish here. What do we need your what do you do? Do you let me guess. You look like one of those that sits in the library all day.
Wolfram rings the bell again. He's sitting over, he's like sat down, and he's like inspecting very, very closely, and he just like rings it. He doesn't look up to see if anybody responds. He's like intently focused on the bell.
So at that, this guy kind of just slowly reaches his hand out, puts it over the bell, and slides it off the back of the counter, and you hear with a solid thud and another ding, it hits the floor.
I would like to kind of signal Misfit to go grab the bell.
To give to Wolfram.
Yes.
Misfit would have to like jump the counter. There's not like a lift bar or an opening here or anything. That's
Fuck
fine
it.
if that's what. Okay.
When he does this is the first time that Wolfram even seems to have like acknowledged that this dwarven man is in the room. And he just, like impassive eye contact as he looks down at him.
So about halfway through the arch of Misfit jumping up onto and over the counter. Whoa! Get your fucking dog, man! You can't do that. What? Get out of here with your. You can't bring animals in here.
You're right there.
This is true, I am also in here.
What do you all want? What are you doing? He indignantly. What are you all doing in my office?
We have come to kill a god.
Well, Wolfram.
I want some of whatever he's smoking.
Wolfram takes a drink from his flask and then offers it.
With all
It's
due
like the
respect.
hard. Now, what was the type of alcohol I got again? It was some crazy shit.
Oh, I
There
think
was
it was like some sort of like brambleberry liquor that was super intense.
Well, it was super expensive because it was like super. Normally it's used in shots, but Wolfram's just got a thing of it.
Oh, I think it was like a cactus water fermented thing.
I have it here somewhere. I could have sworn. I'll get back to you on it, but yeah, he offers the flask.
he puts his hand up like a no thanks symbol, and pats his gut. Misfit has retrieved the bell. He hasn't done anything about Misfit grabbing the bell. He just, said, "Hey, fuck off."
Misfit gives the bell to Wolfram.
Wolfram just looks down at Misfit, wagging his tail with the bell in his mouth. Takes it out of his mouth and is holding it and looking at it again. Wolfram goes and sits down in a corner so he's not in the way.
Wolfram's just sitting with his bell and his flask. With all due respect, sir, he's not smoking anything. We are here to kill a god. But Sibo said that he would be sending you a letter letting you know that we were coming through so that we could have housing.
Oh, we don't. I'm not part of that. I see what you're saying. You're gonna have to go talk to. You're gonna go have to talk to Beth about that. She's currently out in the caves. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, man. I just do the taxes around here. They made me mayor. I didn't want to be the mayor. I'm just a fucking fisherman, man. What do I know? Look, you leave here. There's this rock wall right behind the storage areas. There's a little cave in there. You can't miss it. It's the only thing for miles. She's been in there doing whatever the fuck research you all do. He starts mumbling under his breath. You can't really make out what he's saying. I mean, you can try, but
I'll roll for it. Sorry. That would be a 13. Can I hear him?
Yeah, he's not being like crazy subtle or anything. He's just like, hey, these damn wizards and scholars and all coming to my city, making everything all complicated and magic-y and shit. I just want to fish and just all kinds of things like that.
Gotcha. We will be on our way. Thank you very much for the information.
Yeah, I gotta get back to sleep.
Wolfram has at this point unassembled the bell, and it's just like pinging the little plunger part.
Guizo turns to leave and he goes, "Thank you, my friend. Next time we cross paths, maybe we go fishing together."
Wolfram grunts and follows everybody out.
The guy doesn't say anything to you. He didn't even introduce himself. He seemed obviously very not into this conversation,
Yeah. Oh, I do leave the unassembled bell over where Wolfram sat down to disassemble it.
Oh, that's fucking great.
From the office, before you guys even get fully gone, you can hear snoring begin.
Poor guy.
Okay.
So I guess
Do
we'll
we
head
want to
towards
go?
the caves, if everybody's okay with that.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm definitely game.
To
good.
find said lady.
Is it caves or is it the ruins? I guess I'm a little confused.
Cave. There is a cave. Cave wall.
Okay. I wouldn't mind checking out the ruins too, but that's me, the player, saying that instead of Wolfram, who doesn't have a ton of interest in many things.
I already wanted to, being the archaeologist.
Then I will definitely. Wolfram will definitely follow to guard his sister, but I will also follow playing as Wolfram because I'm interested. Alright, to the cave.
Yes, to the cave. How long does it take us to go to the cave?
Like 10 minutes. It's an easy walk. So, sorry, I'm having to fix a thing that I thought I had already had, but apparently it didn't save.
Oh man, I hate when that happens.
If you guys would mind being patient with me for just 1 second.
Always, baby. Oh, that's so cute.
So as you guys, you can see it from where you are. There's not there's not a lot of distance between you and where this opening, cave mouth opening is, and what you are faced with is these again, this is the thing you as players would know, and it's easier to describe this way. Almost these lighting rigs, but instead of it being a box with a light, there's just a almost glass-like rod suspended in between two prongs at the end of this, lighting rig stand, the tripod style things.
Yeah.
That is projecting light, and there's a couple of those on either side of this cave, as well as several crates of supplies and such within the cave system. And inside, you can see some movement, figures moving around and stuff.
I think Wolfram just assumes it's magic and continues. This is a place of great wonders, just doesn't have to understand it.
So, inside the cave, you see approximately 3 people that are moving about, and one is sitting behind a small table, furiously jotting down notes. The 3 people are all dwarven, but the one sitting jotting down notes appears to be rat folk. If you guys know what that is, I imagine it's pretty self-explanatory.
It's a rat man. It's the rat person.
There she is. Cool.
Aw, cute.
She's adorable.
Investigation.
And she is just poring over several various tomes and, jotting down various notes and referencing sketches and such, doing very scholarly things at this table. Another one of these lighting rigs set behind her, giving her light.
Wolfram stays well away as to not disturb the scholarly activity.
You thinking? So does anybody have any action that they want to do other than, Wolfram's staying out of the way?
I would
Yeah,
go talk
sorry, it's just not. I would do something, but it's not.
It's not Wolfram's thing, yeah.
to her. No, I would go and talk
I
to
feel
her.
like Rain is the expert here.
Mm-hmm.
So what do? How do you approach Raina?
I feel like Raina would be looking around and stuff too. But I feel like she'd kind of go directly to her. And just say, "Hello, are you Beth?"
I'm Bess, she says, not looking up from her work.
Oh, is that what he said?
No, he said Beth.
Okay.
Oh, he just said her name wrong. Yeah, that checks out.
Are you the one the mayor told us to
I would imagine so. He doesn't pay very much attention to the intricacies of communication and such. What is your business? Were you sent to help with the further expeditions here?
SIBO sent a letter, stating that we just needed some housing. We are here to essentially fight something, but we have to find that something first.
Yeah, what was the name of it? The Cult of the Remnant?
Yes.
What was it again?
The Cult of the Remnant. One of the remnants of the hunger.
Gotcha. Okay. Hey, I remembered that right. Woohoo!
I was gonna say the cult of personality.
Cult of personality. I love Living Color.
Did you receive anything from SIBO? The mayor said that you typically deal with SIBO.
I'll be honest with you, love. I'm sure I have, but I'm a little. Just give me a second.
Okay.
And she stands up and walks over to one of the. She's like just at 4 feet tall. She stands up and walks over to one of the dwarven women, moving stuff around and copying down things and unloading these crates. And she's whispering to her, and you see the dwarven woman nod and kind of do a half jog over to another crate and digs through it for a while, checking sheets of paper until eventually she finds a parchment that's been unopened, like a scroll, and hands it to Bess. And Bess cracks this wax seal on it and unrolls it, and you can see her kind of speed reading it. It takes her a couple of seconds, and she walks back the 15 or so feet back to you guys as a group.
Can I do just a small thing here?
Yeah.
Would this seems so inappropriate, but would you be willing to make a perception check as Bess?
Definitely. Um, 11?
I think that's enough. I was looking for like 10. Wolfram is like watching Bess like extremely intently. Like almost as intently as he was watching the bell.
Because he.
He's still his usual expressionlessness, but he's like kind of over to the side out of the way, and he's just like has an intense gaze as he's watching Bess.
I'll be honest, I'm not picking up on what exactly the intent is. I'll get to it later, but that's just a thing that I want to set up here for now. Gotcha. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. She approaches back again after reading through this, and she says, "Well, unfortunately, you'll have to go back and talk to David about housing, but I can vouch for you if you need housing. What SIBO sent in his missive says that you are looking for more information on hidden societies, on cults in the area. I don't know how much good I can do. I mean, I'm a geologist. I've been studying the caves and even the underwater caves in the Lake of Baelor. I am certain that there's a great wellspring of magic underneath it somewhere. I don't know if you've gotten to hear about it yet. Are you from around here?"
I am. Sorry, guys.
Are they asking me
Okay.
specifically?
Raina.
Okay.
I am from. What is it called again? I'm so sorry.
I honestly have forgotten.
Let me check the map. I remember.
It's Lagra.
Well, yeah.
Lagra.
I always remember because ale and lager, but I couldn't remember it right then. Okay,
You are specifically from Farinar, like that's where you were born.
yeah, I am specifically from Farnock, but I have been working with the Name Foundation for approximately 4 years, you'd say.
I mean, longer than that even.
Oh yeah,
As long.
I've been working with the Name Foundation and Helmscape for a while.
Right.
Is there anything that you guys are finding around here that might seem odd or out of place?
Well, the reason we're delving here specifically is, I don't know if you've noticed, but out on the lake there, towards the edge of landfall on the opposite side of our little port town that we call Baylor. I say port, it's just a lake. Oh, excuse me. There's ruins of some sort, and we have no idea what their origin is. I think it's kind of odd that our written history goes back to some sort of mysterious cataclysm a few hundred years ago, of which beforehand we have no knowledge. Which, obviously, you guys do have the knowledge of what happened beforehand. And we have been working hard here to uncover the secrets of the past. I'm hoping that deep underground there will be some remnants of whatever was before us, and that I can unlock their secrets. That's why we're delving here, is because I don't know if you've noticed, but this cave mouth is hand dug, and we didn't dig it.
Have you guys found any runes or anything?
Quite a few. We've only had the chance to delve, maybe 30 or so miles down through passageways, and every 5 or 10 miles or so, it's quite randomly interspersed. There are small, what we assume were dwelling areas or safe points of some sort, and all along the walls, there were runes, inscriptions. I mean, we have some charcoal sketchings of them, if you would like to look.
Yes. Can you guys read those?
No. We have no idea. It seems to be a jumble of all sorts of different languages, and I myself, I'm no polymath, but I speak a few languages, and it seems to be made up of every written language we know currently. Different letters and numbers from different alphabets, all jammed together, making nonsense words and sentences and phrases.
Yes, if it's possible, I would like to see those, please.
Right away.
And you also said that you guys, you dove?
We have not done that yet. There are a few divers, but they dive no deeper than 30 or so feet, and it's just for fishing. But through working with them, we have discovered that there are underwater cave, at least openings, deep in Baylor Lake. But it's too deep for us to go reasonably into at this point.
Gotcha, okay.
Oh man, are the dwarves gonna go too deep? I'm just realizing that the name of this place is Baynor, very similar to Baylor. Where in Moria they dug too deep and unleashed the... Oh man, are they gonna dive too deep and unleash some sort of Cthulhu monster?
Oh, well, this
Hopefully,
will be fun.
reveal your plan for the next couple of sessions.
So am I? Do I need to make a check to be able to read these?
You can't, and it's weird, Guizo. Like, you can make out with your eyes of the Runekeeper. You can make out, like, you understand the letters, but again, they are nonsense words. It's all kinds of different alphabets, numerical systems, just jammed together in this weird nonsense language. But you do recognize some patterns. You don't know what they mean, but some patterns, and what you recall is that a lot of these symbols that she has charcoal sketches of, that she's been jotting down, were all over the floor in the room that you fought Rig in.
Okay.
Guizo points that out to the group, that connection.
Is there a way? So I couldn't even make a check to see if now that I know that Rig put his magic in me, is there not a way that I could like try an Arcana check and see about reading them? If not, that's okay. I'm just curious.
Well, let me think about that for a second.
Okay. Because I have his memories and stuff, right?
Well, to a degree.
Yeah.
You experience basically his life flashing before his eyes.
Yeah. And you said, so how, second question, I'm sorry. How far do they think that these caves underwater are?
They're not really sure. What she was getting at is that the divers that fish can see them, but it's way deeper than anybody would be able to reach without, some sort of intense magic, but nobody here knows water breathing,
Okay.
I think make an Arcana check, yes. Okay. So, imagine that you are an ant, and all your life, all that you have known is moving grains of sand to build your home and collecting food for your queen so that she can birth more soldiers. And suddenly, you are given the knowledge of how a circuit board works. But you have no concept of what that knowledge is for, or what a circuit board is, or where even your place in the universe is. You begin to spiral as you interpret these nonsense phrases and words made up of nothingness.
Okay. I would probably go ahead and hand the
Do you react physically to this? Damn.
Raina may like flinch, but I don't think she wants to scare anybody, so she wouldn't.
I think if there's just like a small flinch, like when you flinch, you realize that Wolfram is standing now where he was sitting, because he notices you move. But that's the only change. It does only last for an hour, though, just so you're aware. Let me see. Shit. Let me check that again. If you do mention something about it, like at some point, just let me know. So if we have like an in-character conversation about it, because I think Wolfram would probably bring up that he can hold his breath for a really long time. I can hold my breath for a very long time.
Given a long rest, I can have Misfit in sea turtle form.
There you go. You can do this. Yeah. Well, we were looking for lodging, so yeah. As we're finishing up there, Wolfram's stomach growls loudly. We ride here midday, that makes sense. Before we leave the cave, as everybody's filing out, Wolfram will follow, but before he follows, he will approach Bess. Would you like to have lunch with us? Wolfram nods and leaves. Let's grab some fish, boys.
I have a question. What is the name of the owner of Fish and Chip?
Part-time partners.
Yeah. That's a good one.
His name
Okay, good.
God damn. God damn, tuna? So there's just a big ass, like 400-pound tuna. Holy shit, that's badass. I'll take a tuna steak. Sorry.
So the system seems to be write your order on a card and they take it. Driffin just writes "surprise me" on the card.
Oh lord, this is gonna end up interesting. Wolfram looks at it for a moment and then writes out in surprisingly neat handwriting, "Neat." He has a very strange handwriting, but like it's surprisingly neat. Like he writes all capital letters, but his lowercase letters are still written like capitals, but they're just slightly smaller.
Hmm. All right.
Is it cooked? Okay.
I think I also would order just the fish and chips and get the signature.
We die.
How much damage do we take?
400?
Do we need to roll initiative for these frog legs?
We don't have to roll initiative if we're already dead. Yeah. 10 silver to the gold, 10 copper to the silver. Okay. Can I ask that our treasurer take care of that since she's the one holding the gold? Thank you. Thank you for being the treasurer. It is a unpleasant responsibility, but we all do appreciate it.
Give him a whole hunk of tuna.
The Wolfram downs the whole thing, like it's nothing. You've been with Wolfram a while. You've noticed he very rarely eats anything but meat, and he also typically doesn't eat meat that's very well cooked. Like every once in a while, he'll like seem like he. Well, you can't really tell because it's hard to read much off of Wolfram. But every once in a while, he'll just like be really quiet for long periods of time, and then he'll eat like a handful of grass, and he'll seem to cheer up a little bit. Yeah. Well, I mean that's the thing. Like normal people probably don't eat things as like raw as he does. He's just like he eats like a fucking barbarian from a cold place. He just eats meat and fat almost entirely. Which is probably how he got a body like that, of just like a massive meat man. Oh. Mm-hmm.
You want to keep them as happy as possible.
But they're not going to cook for themselves. Nice. Does anybody else have anything they want to do?
I'm good.
I'm very tempted to do something, but I don't want it to be weird. Well, of course, I've now guaranteed that it will be weird by saying that I don't want
to. Make it as weird as you can.
Make it as weird as... Well, see, it has to be kind of weird because Wolfram is not charismatic. He's a large, intimidating, and silent man. I think Wolfram goes back to the cave and comes in, just kind of walks in with his impassive expression, you know. He walks the same way he always does, you know. Kind of, you know, shoulders back. He doesn't, there's not really a lot that's very expressive about him in his face, demeanor, body language, anything. It's very hard to read him. Yeah, he just kind of walks in with the usual and walks up to Bess's desk again. That is correct. Would you like lunch? I could bring it here. Yes. Tell me what you would like, and I will place the order with the restaurant. Wolfram nods and does not ask either of the other two what they want. He just walks out.
Oh, I love this.
Wolfram goes back and he's trying to figure out what's light. So he asks Reyna, what is a light meal for a woman? Small meat? Veggies, or like a salad? Yes, sister. That's so cute. Okay. Wolfram pays for it. I have a little bit of gold. I have a little bit of gold. I think we all have a little bit of gold on our person while we have the bulk of our gold with the treasurer. Nice. Wolfram counts out 3 silver and takes the box and then leaves. I will see you later, sister. To the cave. Wolfram will probably get the details of where we're staying if we know yet. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I think Wolfram will just plan on meeting you guys up there, with you guys there later. And he'll bring back the bento to Bess. I guess Wolfram counts out 3 silver and puts the rest down without saying anything. He just kind of nods. What do you do here? You research. You know of things that happened before man? Before people? That is fascinating. Wolfram sort of nods. Okay. I have always been taught that the gods created the world, but I do not know. What came before the gods? What came before man? I do not know. Do you know? Was your great-grandfather, you said, was he like you? You know, in the legends of my country, in the legends of my people, it is believed that those of your folk, the beast folk, I hope to not offend, but that they were once humans. My people, they have an art where you become like the beast. I was taught that these two things are related, though I have never met one such as you. Yeah. It's cooler in the cave than it even is like outside. It's like significantly cooler, and Wolfram is still like forming a puddle. I am from Eldra. I know of my family lineage going back quite far, but there is very much I do not know. And it often surprises me how much I do not know. But I can understand not wanting to stay at home. I have traveled a long time. Oh, sorry, did I talk over you? Mhm. Hey man, anytime you're like done with the conversation, let me know. I'm just like having a little bit of fun here. Ugh. Would you like company? That is right. I would for you. I can tell you what I know, gladly. Wolfram nods and says, "Then I will excuse myself for now. Tomorrow." And he'll leave after nodding. All right, I go back to the, what do you call it? The big round hut, and I read more. Oh. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I'm done.
That was interesting.
It was also very like immersive drawing. Like it was very good to listen to.
Oh, thanks.
That's what I was gonna say too. The legs and then this little end bit that we had.
Thank you.
Was pretty badass.
Thanks. I wanted to introduce it with the hand, but I kind of had this in mind since the beginning of like, yeah, he has improved speed and he has the ability to like make really crazy leaps with the level up. So I wanted to be like, okay, well, rather than him just being able to do that, how about I have like a reason for him to be able to do that, you know?
I have a question
I
for
like
you.
Yeah.
When your legs go wolf, does your torso as well? Because I imagined him with the wolf tail.
I think it would be cool if the wolf tail pops out too, but it's really just kind of like, yeah, well, like the way I'm imagining it is like the pants are cuffed up, and then it's just wolf leg all the way down.
Okay, I had pictured it like, not necessarily the pants coming off, but like disappearing, and it's like belt down is wolf.
Yeah, well, the boots disappear entirely, but they just kind of like reappear when, the